These are the pictures live from Tahrir Square. It's just gone 6 o'clock. Night has fallen. Early morning battles, though, have taken place between police and protesters. They threw petrol bombs and fireworks as they tried to approach a wall blocking access to government buildings near the square. Tens of thousands of anti-Morsi demonstrators there, wanting him to rethink that constitution which has divided the country. This latest report by our correspondent in Cairo, Hany Ragy.
The instability, the anger and the violence in Egypt continue. The skirmishes have gone on into what for many should be a day of celebration.
Definitely there will be more unrest, there will be probably more violence, and there may be a new revolution.
Exactly 2 years ago, the Egyptian uprising began, and 18 tumultuous days later, after hundreds of people had died, President Mubarak was gone. Mohamed Morsi is in charge now. He presides over a country where huge splits have been exposed between Islamist and liberal, and where people are frustrated at the lack of tangible change. That's why they're back on the streets.
We came here because we haven't got our rights. The people are exhausted.
We came here 2 years ago to call for the downfall of the regime, but it didn't really happen. Morsi just replaced Mubarak.
Well, so many times over the last 2 years we've seen protests here in Tahrir Square. We've seen some of the same characters, a lot of the same slogans about overthrowing the regime. What Egyptians really haven't heard is a clear vision from either the authorities or the protesters about how they're going to make progress. And all the while, the divisions are getting wider. There are signs that President Morsi's hope of a peaceful day of joy won't be realised. Ali Makboul, BBC News, Cairo.
Well, let's speak now to Hany Ragy on the phone. He went to Tahrir Square several times during the revolution 2 years ago. He's been there all day and he's now at home, and I think planning to go back to the presidential palace. You are head of one of the cardiology departments, I think, in Cairo, and a supporter of President Morsi. What changed your mind?
Well, hello, yes, I wouldn't call myself a supporter now, but I'm one of the people who squeezed the lemon on my opinion, as said, because we were tired, and President Morsi had promised that he had a large renaissance program to bring the country out of the chaos, out of the post-Mubarak era. As soon as we elected him, the Muslim Brothers officially declared that there was no program. It was just a lie. So for me, as far as I'm concerned, Mr. Morsi lost the legitimacy of my vote in the ballot box. The vote that I gave him, I no longer support him because of the lie of not having any program to take this country anywhere.
He hasn't been in power very long, though. There's been that real battle to get the constitution through. Shouldn't you give him more time?
It was Mr. Morsi himself who actually said that he has a program, and he even voluntarily claims that in 100 days we'll be seeing a difference. We're not stupid. We know that 100 days or even 100 months is probably what it will take to sort Egypt's problems out. The issue is that they have no program. Mr. El-Shater, who's Morsi's mentor, actually declared that there is no program. There is no Renaissance program, there is no plan.
The economy is in real trouble. I'm sorry to interrupt you, we haven't got a great deal of time. The economy is in trouble. How divided, in your view, is Egypt, and where does this go logically from here?
The economy is in deep trouble. I mean, on a personal level, my savings in the last month have devaluated by about 15 or 20%. I live here and I save in £15. But I'm well-to-do and I'm not suffering to get my daily bread. But it hurts me very much to know that the reason that we did this revolution was for the underprivileged. We did not want to see what is called the revolution of the hungry. And unfortunately, the Muslim Brothers' plan is just to give those poor people some charity. They have no plans to empower them. They have no plans to end poverty. They have no health or education plans. It's a real shame, and we feel very cheated. We feel our revolution has been stolen.
Hany Ragy. I'm afraid we are out of time, but thank you very much indeed for joining us on the programme. Hany Ragy there in Cairo. In Russia, there have